We're going camping. Yes, we certainly are. We've been camping since 2011 and going camping once again. Just now getting ready to head out on spring and summer tour. Welcome everybody to Dulcimerica. My name is Futch. It's a great honor and pleasure to be here with you again. Here in the studio, it has been crazy and I cray. And I got a cold because I don't know why. Because my defenses are starting to crumble under the pressure of trying to go out and get everything together and ready for 3 months on the road. Now this would have been absolutely unbelievably impossible to do before 2011, but that was the year that I met Rita. Rita. What a lovely adventure we had been on together from 2011 right on up into the beginning of 2016 when I picked up Imua. Now I got a lot of things to show you right after this musical lesson, but before I get down deep into Rita, Imua, and everything in between, I want to give a big shout out to one of my patrons on Patreon, Mr. JT Taylor. JT, man, it has been such a blast. Before this scene even came along, you and me were having a great time, not only in Portage, Pennsylvania, but down in Key West, Florida, and other places, all up and down around. It's been really a lot of fun getting to know you, and you know, I actually blame you for my own fixation with the drones right now. Since you got a solo, I decided I had to have one too. I think that's how that sort of thing works. Anyway, JT, thank you, man, for being a brother, a friend, and also for being a patron. You contribute every single month to helping me keep on these jolly adventures, and I really appreciate it. I miss you much, and I'm hoping to catch up with you again very soon. For those of you wondering what Patreon is all about, it is a wonderful community of people who have bound together in the support of my arts, my music, full-time video, and the things that come along with it. Many of them just pay $5 a month, and that gets them everything I've ever produced on CD, all my self-produced books, HD quality versions of Dulcimerica, full-length concerts, tablature for mountain dulcimer, Native American flute, and ukulele, behind-the-scenes access, whether I'm on the road or in the studio, and everything new that I produce. That includes my brand new album, The Beauty and the Terror, coming out August of 2017, but is now being seen and heard on Patreon as we speak. So if you'd like to find out more about Patreon and how you can help support my art full-time, including this program, Dulcimerica, check out the link www.patreon.com/bingfutch, and make sure you download all the free goodies, watch the video, and take a look at the reward incentives. And JT, again, thank you very much. Now, Campin', the story behind this tune is back in 2011. See, this crowdfunding thing has been around for a very long time, and even before there was a Patreon, I had a very big emergency in 2011. I was about to go on tour in my 1991 Geo Metro convertible Buster. I've been touring in Buster for quite a few years, and people like Steven Seifert and Butch Ross have rode a shotgun heading to places as we were going to different festivals. I was all prepared to do it again when Buster developed a big problem in, I guess it was mid-April, early April, right before I was about to leave. Man, that was a scary time. Very scary time. I didn't want to cancel all my gigs. I wasn't sure how I was going to get there. It would have been too expensive to fly. So what ended up happening is I put a big crowdsourcing program together, and a lot of folks came together. I raised $5,200, and that enabled me to buy Rita.
Peek inside again real quick. You've had a bunch of people looking at it, huh? Yeah, they really are.
They stopped making these in '93.
A 1991, same year as Buster, 1991 Winnebago Warrior with a Toyota chassis, V6 engine, low miles, I think 62,000 miles, and I picked her up from a guy named Joe in Claremont, Florida. And Rita and I hit the road for that very first year in 2011, and spent a good 5 years traveling back and forth across the country between California and Connecticut and places in between. Now, Rita and I had a few mishaps over the years. We had a lot of things happen and go wrong, but she was an old vehicle, and all of a sudden she was being trotted across the country, so that was kind of to be expected. But every time was an adventure. I met cool tow truck drivers. I got to stay in cool places while repairs were being made. It was always something that inspired lots of music, and it was just always a good time. And on top of that, I never missed a gig. Rita always got me there, and it was great. But I knew that she was getting older, and I knew that things were starting to look a little crazy for her. So I ended up getting Imua in December of 2015. And Imua came with her set of problems as well. But Imua is doing fantastic, and now about a year and a half down the road, we're about to hit the road for one of the biggest tours that I've ever embarked upon. And I'm really looking forward to going out, back on the road, making music, and seeing lots of you folks out there. So, this song, Campin', actually came to me the day I was going to pick up Rita. I woke up in the morning and all of a sudden this tune was right there, just floating around in my head, and I thought, ah, that's awesome. So, I did record this on Dulcimerica Volume 3. The version on Dulcimerica Volume 3 sounds a little bit different because there's some minor chords that I do not have on the standard mountain dulcimer that I put in with other instruments. But I'll teach you right now how to play it on the standard mountain dulcimer. I'll just edit that out. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're in DAD tuning. We're going to do a walk up the middle string, hammer on, and then you'll pluck the melody string. From there we hit 7 and slide down to 4. Then 2, 1, and there's a little bit of a jiggity jig that goes on here. Okay, so after we slide from 7, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, open, middle, on the middle string there, 1, middle 1, open, 1, 1, 2, 1, open, middle 1, then stay there for open on the middle string, and then on the melody string, open, 1, 2, 1, oh, repeat. And then here, 1 on the middle, melody string, 1 on the middle string, open middle string, 2 on the bass string, and open on the bass string. Then repeat. That's the A part. Now the B part is almost the same thing, but with minor chords in the background. Your transitional note is 2 on the middle string, and then we'll hit a B minor chord, 2, 1, 0. 4, 2, while holding the B minor chord down. Open melody string, bar 1 for an E5 chord. From the E5 chord to the 2. Then, with the ring finger, if you're using that to bar, whatever you're using to bar the melody string, pick it up. And then hit the middle string. And then back to the melody string. I know it's hard to see where my hand is placing, but then 101, 2, 1, O, middle, 1, O. Then open, 1, 2, 1, O. Get your 2 in there on the middle string, back to B minor. There's really a lot going on, and I know it's sort of hidden by my hand, so I'll go by a couple of more times so you can see. So I really consider this to be Rita's theme song. Rita had a theme song, and it was written somewhere in the cosmos and delivered to me on the day that I picked her up. And now you're about to hear Imua's theme song, and it really applies to Rita as well, because Rita is forever. Rita has a fan club, and well, take a look at this and you'll see that she'll always be, but now she's actually gone on to meet a new family. So here goes.
I've done lots of traveling all across the USA, from Irish pubs to country clubs and any place they'll let me play. There's more to this old life I live than point A to point B, because somewhere in the middle I get along in my RV. We hit the trail running where the rubber meets the road, and some folks may call this kind of life extreme. It's another highway holiday, and I told an easy load between the cities, towns, and all that's in between. I guess that you could say I'm living the dream, yeah. There ain't no moss gathering this here rolling stone. From place to place, any parking space is good enough to call my home. I've seen the sunrise in the Smokies, then set a course for Myrtle Beach. So many destinations that are right within my reach. We hit the trail running where the rubber meets the road. Some folks may call this kind of life extreme. It's another highway holiday, and I told an easy load between the cities, towns, and all that's in between. I guess that you could say I'm living the dream. Some folks need to get away. Well, I'm blessed, 'cause I can do it every day. It just melts away the stress to see a cool, clear river flow, and then hit the road for the show. Man, what a way to go.
Today is the day that I say goodbye to Rita. That's right. Rita has been sold. Just want to take another look around the old girl, and won't you come and join me? Help me say goodbye to my first motorhome ever.
Washington to Georgia, and Texas to Michigan. I got a kitchen, bath, and bedroom powered by a Ford V10. I've been a lot of places, and some I've never seen. So I can't resist to make a bucket list.
Good luck.
Me and my
Bye, Rita.
machine. We hit the trail running where the rubber meets the road. Some folks may call this kind of life extreme. It's another highway holiday, and I told an easy load between the cities, towns, and all that's in between. We hit the trail running.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Going to a good home. I'm gonna miss that old girl.
It's another highway holiday, and I told it easy load between the cities, towns, and all that's in between. I guess that you could say I'm living the dream. Yeah, I guess I'm living the dream. Yeah, I guess I'm living the dream. Yeah, I guess I'm living the dream. Yeah.
So there you have it, the saga of Rita and Imua. And you know, I know that Rita has been such an amazing force in my life. I want to thank everybody out there who helped me get her back in 2011. We've been on extraordinary adventures together, and I was really sad to see her go. But she is going to a sort of retirement where she won't be gallivanting across the countryside. She'll live a lot longer with a lot of love and attention, and I really appreciate the folks that picked her up, because you just never know, man. Somebody could have just ran her into the ground, so I'm glad she'll be around for many more years to come. In the meantime, Imua and I have got a lot of sightseeing to do this summer, and going off for spring and summer tour. I'm looking forward to seeing many of you out there in the field, and we can create some music and memories together. So until next time, my friends, this is Bing Futch saying, play on, baby, play on.